Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal amigos y bienvenidos a bordo? Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World.
As we pass, we'll have a little bit of a surprise as we go through the bushes here. We'll have Mary Poppins behind us and Tinkerbell in front of us.
Into the future, to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Welcome to Tomorrowland. Use escape from Hyperspace Mountain. Start for the adventure continues. Finding the most lovely voyage. And many, many more. Please remain seated. When the train comes to a full and complete stop at the station. Holiday 4 on the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the train. And parents, please supervise your children, keeping those smaller ones away from the train opening. Our next scheduled stop is Main Street. On the way, we'll be driving through a tunnel. You're welcome to take pictures and videos in there, but please no flash photography or video lighting of any kind. And please turn off all lined-up toys and accessories.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, the land of the dinosaurs. Gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you...
Welcome back to Main Street. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full or something stop at the station. Main Street has no ramp or elevator, so we are leaving this here. Please keep your shoulders and shoulders folded near the bottom of the staircase.
In between two adults or an adult slab. Next up, New Orleans.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
After you approach New Orleans Station, please remain seated in the train. Thank you, please stop. Your gateway for Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, Jungle Cruise, The Enchanted Tiki Room, Big Thunder Mountain, Smooth Boots, and Splash Mountain. Once again, please remain fully seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop inside the station. And we do ask you to reference to stay on the floor. We teach you please slide down to the left and the right of the bench so we can take a safe step on the bus to the game. We should please slide down to the left and right to help us load the train. Thank you guys. Please remain seated all the time. Keeping your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the train all the time. Yeah, but also at the age of 7, make sure to stay away from the big train door in the middle. In between two adults or on an adult slab.
Just this morning.
Next up, Toontown Depot.
We got it for
I
tonight.
tried doing it.
Yeah, we booked it for tonight.
Wow.
You can't see that. No.
What time did you book it? Like when today?
Right, like 8 a.m. this morning. I first booked the lightsaber build this morning at 8.
To those just joining us,
And the
welcome
earliest
aboard
one
the
they had
Disneyland
available was
Railroad.
9:15 p.m.
To ensure a safe
And
ride,
then the
stay
cantina,
seated
the
with your
earliest they had
hands,
available
arms,
was
feet, and
9:50
legs
p.m.
inside the train.
So we're going back
And please
at night.
watch your kids.
Back in there.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only laughing place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
That's funny how you got to get a reservation. I checked out about the same time.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
I was going to, but I wanted to go get this. Oh, but they still had it.
The ride's really cool. And it doesn't matter where you're sitting, you get to do something.
Oh yeah.
There's 6 seats, so you've got pilot, gunner, and then
There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below.
Single riders.
People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown. As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its small world just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Buzz Lightyear, Space Mountain, and the monorail. Once again, please remain fully seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop inside the station. Few little ones, but they just have to make sure there's anybody from the big train door in the middle, either between two adults or an adult class. Next up, Main Street Station. We are going to just like detour to the Grand Canyon, then go back in time to the Primeval world. Whatever reminds me of subtle, please no flash photography or video lighting.
Then of course,
No light of toys or instruments at all. Thank you.
I don't know. These things are selling like crazy, so they're probably gonna make brand new ones at some point.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes.
As we pull the Main Street Station, please remain fully seated position until full complete stop. There's an intelligible transmission, please keep this folded. Please on the station, there's only no ramps or elevators. Once again, please remain fully seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop inside the station.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just a few minutes, we invite you to join us at the end of Main Street in Town Square as the Disneyland Resort All-American College Band leads our traditional flag retreat celebration. Our ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please join us in Town Square as we salute our country with an American melody written by the original Yankee Doodle dandy himself, George M. Cohan.